And we're back. Second quarter about to start. And Sellers with 2 men in the backfield. He throws, and that was an incomplete pass. Brad Sellers, 3 for 5, 43 passing yards. He's got more passing yards than Florida State's quarterback, but it's not really helping him right now. And it's 4th and 8. James Jones looking to punt the ball away. They went 3 and out. Northwest Tech is in fear of losing this game, and they cannot afford to lose it and stay in the playoff. There's number 3, shakes off one man, and James Holt, the tight end, was the second man to get him. Of course, James Holt, he played a defensive back. He was a defensive back as well as a tight end in high school. He hasn't seen very much defensive back work at the college level. But obviously, head coach Turner Gill doesn't want to cause an injury. And there's a handoff to number 3, and he's got room to run. He's down the sideline, and he's all the way, I believe, to the 35-yard line. A big hole opened for Florida State. And that's the last thing that Northwest Tech needs. Northwest Tech and Florida State both have 10 plays in their total drives. And there's a quick pass, and that one incomplete. I believe he overthrew that one. Number 16 overthrew it. And that's just one thing you don't want to do as a quarterback. You don't want to get too excited and overthrow the ball. Don't be anxious. No quarterback should ever be anxious about throwing the ball. You should just calm down and make a nice throw. So it's 2nd and 10 for Florida State, and number 16, high snap. And there's the pass. Number 36, and he spin moved. One of the Northwest Tech defensive backs, and we've got another touchdown for Florida State. Now Northwest Tech is in fear of losing this game. Oh, look at the spin move. Wow, just look at that. Well, Florida State showing some signs of life here. And Northwest Tech isn't. On a 36-yard touchdown pass, and that was pretty impressive. And here's the extra point. It's up, and it's good. So Florida State with 3 plays and 71 yards in 17 seconds. And it's 14-3 Florida State. We have such skill on the Northwest Tech roster. I'm shocked that FSU is doing the job that they're doing right now in handling the Northwest Tech offense and the Northwest Tech defense. You don't see this too often. And there's the kick. And there's, I believe, Stephen Grant looking to return it, and he got a couple of yards on that one. Florida State's a bit more productive in offense. Of course, having 2 extra plays definitely does help. And the way they were able to handle the pressure of the Northwest Tech defense is definitely helping them. In total offense, Florida State's already leading. But Brad Sellers is looking to try and come back from this. He fakes the handoff, and there's a pass downfield, and that was to Stephen Grant. So now Northwest Tech has more passing yards thanks to that pass. And it's all a battle of yards when you're playing against Florida State, who knows how to gain yards. Maybe not as many points, but yards in general. And Brad Sellers, 4 completions with 7 attempts, 69 yards. No touchdowns yet, but I'm predicting he'll have one. And he'll go run the option. There goes Sellers, and he goes in for the first down. Brad Sellers with his favorite play, the option, and he got the first down. Well, of course, when you have a quarterback who's athletic as Brad Sellers, you want him to do as much as possible. And it's a 1st and 10 for Northwest Tech. He's going to give a signal. Sellers dropping back, throws, he's got Holt. No, it's Mark Church, I'm sorry. And he got the first down there in the red zone. Now Brad Sellers got 95 passing yards with that pass there. He's doing a great job too. Here we go. First and goal from the 8-yard line. Let's see if Brad Sellers can do something here for the Mavericks. Here's Sellers dropping back. He's got room, and I don't think that one was in. No, Stephen Grant, he had it, I believe, on the 1-yard line. Not the goal line just yet, but yeah, first and goal, or second and goal on the 1-yard line. I don't know, folks, what you reckon? Will Brad Sellers sneak it, or is he going to hand it off to Jim Smith? It would be pretty dumb to pass here, and he's going to hand off to Smith, and he's knocked down in the backfield. And Florida State head coach Jimbo Fisher liking that one. Let's see that again. That run play did not fool the Florida State defense. Well, Northwest Tech does not want to go 3 and out. Third and goal, the best option right now is to pass. You have at least some yards. And he's going to hand it off. And stopped again. And I believe that's 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. And there's the linebacker, number 44. And he wasn't fooled. Well, let's see what's going on here. There's a... Yep, James Jones is going to kick the field goal. A 19-yarder. You just hate to see a great team like Northwest Tech having to go 3 and out. But that field goal is good. And the drive summary is 7 plays, 70 yards with 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Almost a touchdown, but as we've learned earlier in this game, Florida State knows how to play defense. And there's been a lot of discrepancy in terms of defense early in this game. But, as you can see, obviously, things have changed in favor of the Noles. But Northwest Tech isn't looking to give up yet. They're still in this game. It's only the second quarter. There's a booming kick deep downfield. And Florida State's going to return it. And there's some room by number 3. Number 3 got some pretty decent yards there. Well, Northwest Tech's going to have to bring out the defense again. I really don't know what's happening with the Mavericks right now. They get their quarterback back in action, and they beat Oregon with a huge score. And they're having a lot of time. They're having a hard time with this Florida State offense and the Florida State defense. They're just having a hard time with Florida State in general. It's all because of that quarterback, number 16. He knows exactly what to do, and he's making plays. 2nd and 7. 16, he's going to hand it off to his running back, number 3, and he's got the first down. And they're almost at midfield. 5 attempts for 69 yards that running back's got there. Minute 50 to go before halftime. And we'll send you to the Capital One halftime report right after this second quarter is done. And there's a good pass right there by the receiver. And a timeout being called. And it's Florida State calling the timeout. Let's see what we've got. Number 16 has 5 completions and 8 attempts, which is pretty good if you're a Florida State quarterback. Of course, with Jameis Winston gone to the NFL draft last season, you're going to need a good quarterback to step up and get the job done. Just like that right there. Wide receiver number 1 was wide open. And Florida State has 8 first downs compared to Northwest Tech, who only has 6. With less than a minute 30 to go in the second quarter. And number 16 is going to work in the shotgun. High snap. Blitz coming, and he's taken down. And the defense finally got to number 16. There's number 44 right there. Mr. Blanchard did a good job of breaking up Florida State's offensive rush. And 2nd and 11. Number 16 dropping back. Blitz was almost coming. He throws deep to the end zone, and there's another touchdown for Florida State. Number 21 caught that one. And now the lead is 20-6. There's a deep pass downfield. There's really poor pass coverage by Northwest Tech. That's obviously what you don't want if you're Northwest Tech, is another touchdown, because now you're down by even more points. And if this extra point is good, then they're basically screwed. There's the kick. It's up in the air, and it's good. And the drive summary is 6 plays, 67 yards with 1:30. Florida State has less time of possession, and they're turning the time left over into points. And Northwest Tech will get the ball. They have about 49 seconds left to try and make something happen before the half. Though personally, with the way they've been playing, it's not going to be easy. Northwest Tech has just had some really hard times with this Florida State offense and its defense, like I said before. And there's a return, and Stephen Grant got a couple yards there. And still, Florida State having the advantage in offense. Brad Sellers has to make something happen here for the Mavericks. They don't want a second loss on their schedule, because that'll put them all the way down to number 25. And they don't want a number 25. And there goes Brad Sellers running the option. He's got the first down. He's got room to run. And he's taken down. And a timeout called by Northwest Tech with 40 seconds left to go. Well, Sellers making a pretty gutsy move running the option. But you can see he's so strong in running that he's able to do it pretty well. He runs the option to extreme efficiency. Here we go. Sellers dropping back. He's waiting for a receiver. He's got one deep downfield. And he throws the ball out of bounds. 34 seconds left. And Brad Sellers has been hurried 3 times by this Florida State defense. And he's going to get some fresh guys out there. Here we go. Sellers in the gun, throws deep to the end zone. Not to the end zone, what am I saying? First down, and the ball was dropped again. So now I believe that opens up for a third down, my bad. Sellers has to make something happen here. Northwest Tech has not converted on 3rd down. He's given a signal, here we go. Sellers, he's going to run the option. He's got room to run. He's got the first down. And they call another timeout. 23 seconds left on the clock. Can Northwest Tech make something happen in this game? And he's going to drop back. He's got a screen pass to Jim Smith. And Smith got a couple yards on that one. 19 seconds left to go in the game. And here we go. 2nd and 8. And here's Sellers working in the gun, or not working in the gun. He's going to take the snap. Sellers, he's waiting. He's hit as he throws, and Mark Church got it. Now it looks like we got a penalty holding for 10. Oh boy, a 10-yard penalty. And there's Craig Erickson, the assistant coach. He is pissed off by this. He is extremely frustrated by this call. And I don't blame him. They gotta pull something off here. Here's Sellers. He's sacked in the backfield with less than 10 seconds to go, and they're going to go with a no huddle. 3rd and 26. Can call a timeout at 4 seconds left. This is disastrous for Northwest Tech right now. Brad Sellers has not done this in his career before. He's always been a dominant player, but now he's struggling, and this is not something we've seen. Here's Sellers. 2 seconds. 1. He's going to run it. He's going to try and run to the end zone. Can he get there? No, he cannot get there, even after the spin move. And that ought to do it for the first half, folks. We'll take you to the halftime report right after these messages.